Please.
I would like to know how, if your religion accepts homosexual or lesbian.
Our religion is in perfect agreement with the book, the Old Testament and the New Testament in this regard. Why were the two townships were completely erased from the face of earth by God, as we read in the Old Testament, at the time of Lot? If God had approved of this. So as far as the religious aspect is concerned, the answer is very clear. I don't see why people cannot read this message. It's impossible to have hold a different view than the one expressed in the Old Testament in relation to God's measures to destroy such a people and wipe them out. What manner of God that would be who acquires a completely different attitude towards the same evils? Moreover, unfortunately, the people of this age fail to read behind the lines, between the lines, I should say, when they do not analyze why this stern measure by God. What is the philosophy? Why other, even more heinous crimes are overlooked? And this particular crime is taken up out of all proportion so seriously, with such grave consequences. Why? The reason is very obvious. Because the punishment must always be in accordance with the nature of the crime. This is the nemesis, not of nature but of God. Now, why was sex created in the first place? Why was pleasure placed in any human act or experience? The buds of senses, all five senses, were created specifically to vouchsafe the survival of species with the help of some bait, that is the pleasure bait. Like you train your horses with the help of a few sugar cubes and things. So it is the pleasure attached to an act which in fact helps the act to survive and to be supported and strengthened. If you read your evolution, the book of evolution, not from the Darwinian point of view but from the point of view of development of five senses, you'll be amazed to find how right I am in this respect. The sexes are just but a manifestation of the same principle of teaching life values by giving them some bait, and when they bite, then they enjoy that, and then gradually they are drawn into the course of higher evolution, spiraling up and up. So this is how the sex was created, to guarantee the survival of species. If no pleasure was attached, perhaps we would already have been extinct, because taken this out from the act of conjugation, the rest is boredom and responsibility which people shun and try to just get the pleasure part without sharing the responsibility born out of this. So because you deny the means for survival by rebelling against the dictates of God in this particular area, you want to run away with the pleasure which was just incidental, not objective, not the purpose of this exercise. What would you expect? All right, if you don't want to survive, do not. Be extinct. That is the message which was given then. And it is the same message which is being given by the aids today to the modern society. Because the means at God's disposal are different. He does not have to repeat the punishment with the same measures, but the ultimate net result of, or the net style of the punishment would be the same. Net purpose of the punishment would be the same. So I can read this message openly and clearly in the aids which is designed particularly to hit at the homosexual society. The rest also goes with it, of course, but a society which has become permissive to the extent that it becomes homosexual and growingly so, and when the church accepts this as a religious behavior, correct religious behavior I mean, then although I believe it began with the growth of homosexuality, but it would not stop at punishing only the homosexuals. The whole society which is moving in a direction where the ultimate fruit that is born is homosexuality. Pursuit of pleasure, 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 and nothing but pleasure. This is what has evolved into the ultimate, sense of just enjoyment, pleasure, and not having the botheration of any marriage or children or raising up of families and so on and so forth. So this is my personal understanding of nature as I see it, and if you still insist that homosexuality should be legalized and the church should bow down to these pressures, then it's up to you.